All right, welcome. As Coach Lisa said, obviously this is a night that we like to honor everybody, and our accomplishments throughout the year aren't always at the forefront. But I have to say it's better when you win, as opposed to last year where we were coming second fiddle. So to start, I have a few thank yous to the Booster Club. Does a fantastic job. Mrs. O'Donnell and Mrs. Lawson, two of the leaders there. Coach Lisa and I also have something for you before you leave. I think, unless your mind changes and you want to come back, I think this is both of their last year, so is that true?
Glad to hear it.
I don't know. Good thing I kept your receipt then. All right. No, but them, Mr. and Mrs. Barth, Mrs. Silva, the Williams, who else do I send the emails? Everybody. Thank you all for all you do. Honestly, the stuff we get, the money off the socks, the training shirts, everything you do with the MVL tops wouldn't be possible without you. So thank you very much. Parents, wouldn't be possible without you. Obviously, high school season is pretty rigorous. We train almost every day, the days we're not playing, and we have the lovely time slot of 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. So, coming to drop off your kids or pick them up at 8:30, 8:45 at night, I know it's not the easiest, so unless you were taking the David Green caravan around town. So thank you to the parents for all you do for the boys and making sure that they're on time and those early Saturday mornings and those late Friday nights and Thursdays. So thank you very much. NYS, obviously without a good grassroots and feeder program, we wouldn't have 60 talented players within our program. We wouldn't be able to do what we do without all the work that starts when these boys and girls are 4 and 5 years old. So Naugatuck Youth Soccer is a big part of our success. So for all of you out there who are volunteers and Mr. Maglahays, the coaching director, thank you for everything you do with the young boys and girls in Naugatuck. Mr. Mariano, who unfortunately, I'm sure his wife's very happy, but unfortunately will be leaving the position January 2nd, where we, receive a new athletic director who's a fantastic guy and fortunately a soccer guy. So, but Brian does so much for us, supports us, gives us really everything we need, whether it's equipment, really whatever Lisa and I ask him for, he really delivers. He's always at every single home game. He's a present everywhere. So he will sorely be missed, and I'm sure the next AD, Gianni, will be fantastic for us. So Brian's not here, but thank you, Brian. The coaches. Mr. Mingo Branco, who is a volunteer, this is second-year volunteer assistant, a guy who does not miss anything. He also works, specifically with the keepers, does a fantastic job with them. But typically next to me on the sideline, my right-hand man does so much for these boys, keeps them in line, makes sure they're drilled on who's getting the equipment, they're organized, they're on top, they're being on time. So Mingo does so much for our program, I really cannot thank him enough, and he once again is a volunteer, so he is doing this. Coach Jose, who obviously mentioned that he was excited to be back. I was ecstatic to get Coach back. He, like he said, coached when I was here all 3 years, played with his son. He was an integral part of the program then. He coached the girls, and then obviously left for a little bit. But to have him back, what he does with the JV program, he's so enthusiastic. Not only does he run the JV training sessions and go to their games, but immediately after, he's always coming to our stuff as well. So the amount of time and effort that Jose puts in, and planning his sessions and making sure the JV boys are ready to go if they're called up for varsity and whatnot. I'm extremely happy to have him back. Hopefully we can get some stability at that position moving forward and have a coach for more than 1 year. So Jose, thank you. We love having you. Appreciate all you're doing. And that's it. No, finally, my brother Nolan, who has a full-time job, works a lot of nights till 5:36, but still, when Catherine will let him come to trainings, Zach games, has a fantastic rapport with the boys, some great insight, great soccer mind. So to have those group of 3 guys next to me, hopefully for the foreseeable future, really gives this program some stability, and what we do would not be possible without them. So to all 3 of you, thank you so much. All right. So this group, it was truly a joy this year to coach this group of young men. I would have to say it was the most fun and enjoyable time I've had coaching. That is, including 2 years ago once we state finals, and it's different because of the group of individuals we had. This group was just the varsity group and the JV group as well. It was just a truly outstanding group of young men. They personified what it meant to be a team in their chemistry, passion for the game, and just overall will to succeed as individuals and as a group were the driving forces behind our success. After an underwhelming year in 2018 that snapped a run of 5 straight NVL titles for the program, this group was determined to get back to the top. And that was visible where they began fitness and their captain's practices last year before the class of 2019 had even graduated. It was a gritty and relentless group that never gave in to the circumstances, whether it was losing the best fullback in the league the 3rd day of preseason to a broken metatarsal, or our junior captain and an all-NVL player in the 9th game tearing a ligament in his knee, or being down 2-0 with 25 minutes to play and our season on line. For many teams, those would have been insurmountable situations. But this group conquered almost every hurdle, and is a testament to their character and the depth of talent that this program possesses. Winning is fun, and I want to thank you all for your commitment and work over the course of the season. It was rewarded with an NVL title. We were playing some of the best soccer at the most crucial time of the year. Unfortunately, we ran into a buzzsaw and eventual state champions in Hall in the quarterfinals. Most importantly, I want to thank the senior class for their 4 years of commitment and contributions to our program. This group is significant because they are my first 4-year group. They came in as freshmen, my first year with me, newbies together, being a varsity coach, and we have certainly grown together. You have played a massive role in the success of this program in establishing the positive and competitive culture this program has. So thank you to the senior class. Honestly, though, I wish I could, honor a lot more people. Like Coach Jose said, this is just a select few, but our success this year was not possible without the collective group. So many guys stepped up in huge situations and bought into what we were doing and didn't skip a beat when one guy went down and the next guy had to step up, or someone's forgetting their jersey and can't play that day, and Nelson. Honestly, it was just 1 through 27 on the varsity level. It was truly an absolute pleasure to work with you guys this year. So the awards, the first one is the unsung hero, and that is that's going to go to Nelson. So many players played an integral role in the success of our team this year. Nelson was a critical piece of our team and got very little recognition. He was a leader, calming presence for us in the back. He stepped in and solidified a crucial position of need, in a position I don't think he was expecting to play prior to the season. So the job he did there was absolutely incredible. Can't thank Nelson enough. Fantastic senior year and a fantastic way to go out. So Nelson, thank you very much, buddy. All right, the next one. This is the Coach's Award. This kid. So last year, this is a position that was our weak spot, and this gentleman made sure that was not going to be the case this year. He works tirelessly to get better all off season, and it showed all fall. He was certainly shaky early in the season, but grew in confidence each and every game, and honestly became one of our best players on the stretch. Some of the saves he was making in the end of the Allen State tournament made me double take and make sure it still was indeed David Green standing in goal. Not only was he fantastic on the field, but this kid, it's impossible to be in his presence without smiling or laughing. His personality is second to none, and his presence will be sorely missed. The amount of work this kid put in over the last 12 months to make sure we had a keeper between the pipes and a legit keeper is astounding. So Coach Mingo, who's also worked with this kid intensely over the last 15 months, has some words to say about David as well.
I do want to talk about David, but first I just want to say to the parents, we are so blessed. This guy he's a mad scientist at practice. I mean, I have had a son that played college ball. I've been coaching since I was 16. What he does to get these guys ready is second to none. We are just really fortunate to have you, Coach. So, and it's very funny to have a boss that's old enough to be your child. And also, you know, I knew Jose superficially over the years. I wasn't aware of what a fine gentleman Jose is. And we are just so fortunate to have these two guys around us, fellas. I mean, you could not ask for better role models for your sons. I'm happy to be around you. So Coach tells me, at every level, goalkeepers, the good ones, they're a little wrong. And Dave's a lot wrong, I can say. Early in the season, David hit the ball, and it would go backwards and sideways. Coach, I caught that one. That was a good one. I'm like, go away, kid. Go away. And you know, where's Lisa? He is 10 of the most positive people I have ever met in my life. Okay, it's just unbelievable. So, Dave, get up here, man. Get up here. It's a pleasure. So, just to put some frosting on his cake, Nelson had more saves in the first 2 games than Dave did. And by the end of the year, Coach is coming up to me, he's like, damn.
All right, next one. I named this one the Excellence Award. I had trouble trying to figure out what to name it. There were many options, but in the end I had to just settle with excellence for all this kid has done and the growth and maturity he has made. So quick snapshot, and I wish Mingo was still up here. This is a kid who 1 season ago, Mingo threw out of a training session and wanted to wring his neck on a daily basis. Really just, this kid just rubbed Mingo the wrong way every single day. Mingo had it out for him. I don't know what it was. This year, Mingo cannot stop singing his praises. And it's a testament to his growth. He was our vocal and emotional leader, and his desire and work rate allowed him to dictate games for us. He's a player that I'll use as precedent for what is possible with hard work. As a sophomore, he was a seldom used sub on a state finalist team, but never moaned and groaned about his role in the team or playing time. At least not to me. Move ahead 2 years, and he's a central part of an NVL championship team. He prefers a more attacking role, but insisted on playing as a holding midfielder this year for the team's benefit. He's only scored 2 goals, I think he had 6 assists, so stats weren't glamorous, but that wasn't important to him. It was a selfless move and resulted in a banner year for the program and himself. Freddie was voted top overall player in the NVO, so highest vote getter by all the coaches, which he was obviously, that makes him top senior. He was all-state, and last week he was also recognized by United Soccer Coaches Association as an all-New England player. So, Freddie Longo, good luck, Last one. Every year I do this. Well, I started last year. I don't really do it every year. It's going to be a yearly thing. So this is the Student Athlete Award. This goes to the individual who has the highest cumulative average for the fall semester. So during soccer season, because because it is the term student athlete for a reason, right? These gentlemen and ladies should be students first before they are athletes, because if they are not performing in the classroom, they will not be eligible to play soccer. So this gentleman took 6 classes, 3 of them AP, 2 honors, 1 shop class. He finished the fall semester, the first term 1, with a 96 average. He was predominantly on JV, but this kid always asking me to always come to varsity stuff. Whenever he could, he was at every varsity game. Fantastic kid, has an extremely bright future, and I'm extremely happy to have him as part of our program. That's Justin Carroll. Thank you. Is that it? You ready to roll? All right, slideshow.